What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're checking out Legendary Annihilation. Alright, the front of the box, we have... I'm not sure who that is, but it's definitely the villains. Inside the box, we see a close-up. On the other side, we see a flipped close-up. On the back, a wave of destruction is coming and life throughout the universe is facing total annihilation. In this legendary expansion, Annihilus, Lord of the Negative Zone, has declared war on anyone who crosses his path. It's time for the heroes to band together and join forces against this dark new threat. To aid in your universal defense, this expansion also includes some cosmically powerful heroes whose presence could be seen as the herald of victory. The Annihilation expansion includes the following: 100 playable cards, 5 heroes, 2 masterminds and villain groups, and a rule sheet. Similar to the box, we have a light green color motif, and it looks like the Fantastic Four return, which was one of the first expansions. Focus. That is a keyword that we had like back in the day. I think it was basically when you play a card with a focus ability, you can pay the cost on the left side of the arrow to get the effect on the right side of the arrow. You can use the focus ability as many times as you want for the rest of the turn. If a card said focus 2, draw 1 card, you can focus 6 and get 3. Man and Woman Out of Time. This debuted in Captain America's 75th anniversary expansion in 2016. After you use this card's ability, set it aside. At the beginning of the next turn, you can play it a second time and then discard it. So you get 2 uses out of the card. Momentum. A fast-moving game. If the villain has it, Momentum 3, this villain gets +3 attack if it entered another city space this turn. The Mastermind Annihilus has the variant Mass Momentum 2. This means +2 attack for each villain currently in the city that entered a new city space this turn, but it does not count ones that escaped. Conqueror. Okay, we've already seen Conqueror effect before. Galactus consumes the Earth. We've seen some of that. Your heroes. In heroes, you have a few things that we have here. Choosing from multiple villain decks. Join the legendary community. Hadn't seen that before. Alright, let's check it out. Oh! It's 2 little... I didn't expect it to be... Usually it's just 1, but it was 2. Okay, whatever, cool. Okay, that said Mastermind, so... I don't know exactly who Psylord is, but I'm gonna go for this first. Oh, it's right. I do believe this is one of, if not the second to latest expansion, other than the one that released in 2022. So I do believe this released in 2021. Psylord, Slip the Time Stream. Pretty cool. Oh my gosh, we already have this. What is the order of this? I guess the rare is Reshape Reality. Psylord, look at that, what a beast. 7 cost, 3 recruit, 3 attack, focus 3. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Scheme Twist, you get +4 attack and shuffle the villain deck. Then if you've played 2 Fantastic Four cards before that, you get Man Out of Time. So I guess we'll set that aside for later, because that was not the beginning of it. We have Super Scroll, Stretching Credibility. Pretty cool. Rock Solid. Then we get, for whatever reason, more Psylord cards. Avert Future Tragedy. Interdimensional Rescue, Psylord. Slip Time Stream, Psylord. Get a couple more of those from the beginning. Brainstorm, Borrow from the Future. I think Brainstorm and Psylord are children of Sue Storm and Richard Reed. 4 cards. I don't like how these are divvied up. Reprogram Doombot Legions. Pretty cool. Oh wow, I did not know that. Protege of Dr. Doom. Brainstorm, that is our rare. She has 8 cost, 4 attack. Use one of Dr. Doom's Mastermind Tactics. You can't use any of them more than once per game. If you already use them all, get +4 attack instead. Take another turn or draw 3 extra cards at the end of the turn, or you may recruit a tech or blue hero for free. Or other players draw a card or discard a card. I love the fact that they included the tactics at the bottom so that you don't have to always pull out that as like an extra that you just kind of set aside just for this hero. It makes it a lot easier. Thank you. No thank you for putting these in such weird order. Avert future tragedy, Psylord. Then we have one of the coolest and weirdest things in this set. The fact that we have the Fantastic Four, all four of them. Before, they were all different cards. Now they are the Fantastic Four United, Invisible Woman. Now she's a part of that hero group. Mr. Fantastic. Is he the rare? He might be. Brainstorm, the Loop Experiments. Borrower from the Future. Thing, Fantastic Four United. Okay, I could see him being the common. The Human Torch. Also the common. So if we have 3 invisible ones, yep. So Mr. Fantastic is the rare, who has 7 cost, 2 stars, 0 attack. Draw 2 cards. Focus 5, you get +7 attack, usable only against the Mastermind. I think that effect more or less carries over from the Fantastic Four expansion set. Check out the other stack, which definitely has the villains. I'm just gonna see if I don't Thank goodness that's over. Okay, next up we have Solid Rock, Super Scroll, Transparent Motives, Super Scroll, and finally the rare, Put to the Torch, Super Scroll, 7 cost, 4 attack, Bridge Conqueror 1, Street Conqueror 1. You may gain a wound. If you do, you get Rooftops Conqueror 4. Really good to have this. And notably, he is not a part of the Fantastic Four. Obviously, he's kind of a bad guy. And he is now a Teamless Wonder, adding to Core Deadpool and Howard the Duck, and I think Man-Thing. We now have several heroes being put into one group. In Herald of Galactus, Firelord. The Silver Surfer, who we earlier saw in the Fantastic Four set as his own hero. Pretty cool. We'll be able to see quite a bit of him in this set. Stardust, Herald of Galactus, who I think Firelord and Stardust, were they villain groups in that set? I'd have to double check. And for the rare, we have Galactus Hunger's Herald of Galactus. He has 10 cost, 8 plus attack. If you have played another Herald of Galactus this turn, destroy the leftmost city space. Defeat any villain there. Then you get +2 attack for each destroyed city space. If this destroys the last city space, Galactus consumes the earth. You win, evil wins, and all other players lose. Wow. That's kind of crazy that this is if you get this, you could just win the game by yourself. All for you. That's fun. What a crazy assortment of heroes. We have the kids, we have the Fantastic Four as one group, the Heralds of Galactus is one, and then Super Scroll. That's a fun one. The first villain group, Annihilation Wave, Queens of Annihilation. 3 of them. That's weird. Ravenous. 2 of them. Weaponized Galactus. Only one of those must be pretty tough. Well, that's a 9 plus attack. Oh, wow, that is actually pretty tough. Annihilation Armada. Oh boy, that's going to be tough. For the second villain group, we have Timelines of Kang, Iron Lad. Scarlet Centurion. Pharaoh Ramatut. Immortus, who has the best costume. The first Mastermind, we have Annihilus. 10 plus attack, mass momentum 2. He always leads Annihilation Wave. In player 1, use 6 henchmen instead of 3. Master Strike, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a bystander, Annihilus captures it. If it's a villain, it enters the city, captures a bystander, and moves forward in extra space before doing any ambush abilities. That is crazy. Deploy the Planet Killer, Surging Annihilation, pull into the negative zone. The Cosmic Control Rod. That is crazy and will be really fun to check out. Kang the Conqueror, the last Mastermind. Kang has Conqueror 2 for each city space under Time Incursion. He benefits from villains there. Villains under a Time Incursion get +2 attack. He always leads the timelines of Kang. Master Strike. This strike becomes a Time Incursion. Put it above the rightmost city space that does not yet have a Time Incursion. That is crazy. Pull from the future. Iron Lad grows up to become Kang. Oh, wow. Leap into the time stream. Savior from another timeline. Now let's check out the schemes. Pulse waves from the negative zone. 9 twists. Twist 1, 3, 5, 7. Negative pulse. This turn, heroes in the HQ cost -1 stars, and villains and masterminds get -1 attack. Twist 2468 Positive Pulse. This turn, heroes in the HQ cost +1 more, and villains and masterminds get +1 attack. At twist 9, evil wins. So I think that definitely goes to Annihilation, because I think he was like the conqueror king of the negative zone, so that makes sense. Sneak attack the heroes' homes. 6 twists. Each player chooses a hero to be part of the hero deck. Randomly select other heroes up to the number of normal heroes. Each player adds their starting deck 3 non-rare cards with different names from the hero they chose and 3 wounds. Twist 1 to 5, each player discards a non-gray hero or gains a wound. Twist 6, evil wins. Not super sure who would gain this yet. Because you're sneaking into homes. That could be King, it could be Annihilation, I'm not too sure. I'm going to put that in a maybe pile just for now. Put humanity on trial. Set up 11 twists. Stack 11 bystanders next to the scheme face down as galactic jurors. Each twist gives you a challenge to achieve this turn. If you do it, you've convinced a juror, and you rescue them. If you don't, put that juror face up next to the villain deck. Voting to condemn humanity. Twist 1 to 2. Opening arguments. Discard 3 cards with different names. Twist 3, 5, 7. Question witnesses. Recruit a hero that costs 5 or more. Twists 4, 6, 8. Introduce evidence. Defeat villains worth 3 victory points or more. Twist 9 to 11. Closing arguments. Defeat the mastermind. Evil wins when 6 jurors vote to condemn humanity. I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look at the last one. Breach parallel dimensions. Set up 6 twists. Add 4 extra bystanders to the villain deck. Deal shuffled villain deck into several dimension decks, where the first dimension has 1 card, the next has 2, then 3, 4. The final dimension might not have enough to reach the final number. Special rules. Each turn, you can choose which dimension to play a card from. All players have focus 1 star. Reveal the top card of any dimension and put it back on the top or the bottom of that deck. If a dimension has no cards left, even in the middle of a card ability, it is destroyed. Mark it with a face-up wound. Twist. Choose a dimension and play 2 cards from it. It's okay if it only has 1. Evil wins when at least half of the original dimensions are destroyed. Oh wow. Parallel dimensions, I'm going to say King the Conqueror. I'm going to go ahead and say put humanity on trial with King the Conqueror, and then sneak attack the heroes' homes for Annihilation. Which games do you think would better fit the masterminds? Who is your favorite hero group or villain group? Well guys, that's it for Legendary, a Marvel deck building game, Annihilation. If you want to stay up to date with my videos and live streams both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below, like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now guys. Manjoume out.